Alright, let's go to this. Check it, make sure everything's alright. Oh, that's a good start. How you doing, Jimmy?
All right, how you doing?
Oh, another day, another dollar. By dollar, I mean it was my day off. I didn't get paid. So the point of doing all this setup if you're not going to work? Hold on. None of that. Okay. What? Why aren't you working, though? You say enabled. Aha, there they are. Bum, 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 bum. Where are my glasses? Need to not breathe into the fucking mic tonight. Let's give that a shot. Alright, friendos. That's not what I wanted to do. Bum, 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 bum. And I said, ooh. So what do I need? I've been rewatching all the Harry Potter movies, and I just saw Dumbledore die, so
That's how I feel about that.
it's honestly the appropriate reaction.
What do I want to build? Okay.
Boy, I am glad my fucking softball season's finally over. It has
Oh,
been.
you didn't like it that much?
No, I had fun. Hit a couple home runs and stuff this year, and like that was really solid. But fuck, I've been playing like the last 3-4 months with like a banged up foot, and it would be nice to just like rest it for a while. And also like have my Fridays open again, because like
Yeah, that's fair.
every single Friday is like, boop, you gotta do softball.
That is fair.
All right, let's give all the dice a little warm-up roll. It's a good start. It's better. It's cocked. Should have just kept the first one. Ooh, you guys are in trouble. Oh, you guys are in trouble.
You're wasting all your good rolls.
Maybe. Or maybe I got the magic in me. Like I said, been watching Harry Potter. I got the magic, baby.
He rolls all his good rolls on his practice rolls. Rolls crap in the game.
Usually I roll shit on the practice rolls too if it makes you feel any better. Right, big boy. Big Chungus. Okay. What damage do you do? D8s. So I'm gonna need you. Those are 6s. Oh, man. Those aren't 8s. Use 8. We'll put you there. We'll put you here. Give us a star. 8. 4. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, there she is. Right when I send the message.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
I'm loving it. Put you all the way up. Here all the way up. Here all the way up. Everybody's all the way up. I'm all the way up.
It's all the way up.
Hold on. Let's see.
Holding.
Camera.
Holding.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I don't like this light though. I'm gonna turn that one off. That's better.
Heck yeah, baby.
It's a D12, D20, D12.
My hair is
4.
very, very, very big today.
We're big.
Big hair don't care.
Big. Heck yeah. Big hair. We got some big rolls. Maybe we'll even
Dangerous
run into some
wasted.
big trolls. Let's go. Cue the intro. My ear just plugged up. Hold on. Pop, please. Thank you. Okay.
Hold your nose
team.
and blow.
That's what she said.
Your mother already did enough of that. Your mother already did enough of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. All back in the same room again. Let's go. Should pull up my script. That might make this easier. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Idiots Rolling Dice. This is episode 10 of the Epic. We're finally back. And that bug is no longer with us. So we're finally back after a couple long weeks off. I know everybody is raring to get back to the story. So let's get a little recap. Actually, first off, I'm joined by some wonderful people. I forgot how to do this. It's been so long. Starting first with Miss Daisy Cakes.
Hi. I'm really happy to be back. I'm excited. I am Daisy. What's up, everybody? I'm playing Talia, and I am just going along. It's been so long that I am just forgetting about all the terrible, traumatic things that are now flowing back into my brain. Okay, next.
Yep. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Jimmy.
Next, please, is basically what she said.
Yeah.
Jimmy here playing Jade Dragonborn. Trying not to make sure that I don't get on Vex's nerves or he gets on mine, so we'll keep that going for at least a week.
A week?
Next up,
One
Mr.
step
Play
at
the
a
Fool.
time, Daisy. One step at a time.
That's right.
Hello. I'm Play the Fool. I'm playing Demetrius Longwing. Happy to have most of his family back, I guess. Still kind of rolling with the punches, doing his own his magic thing, and seeing if he can keep his new friends alive.
And yeah, hooray. Hopefully that works. Last, certainly not least, Mr. Vex.
What's poppin'? I feel like I'm bald right now. Not gonna lie.
You are bald.
Easy, just realized.
Right? Yeah, my headset's not comfortable right now.
You're gonna be careful. We're gonna see your fucking dip look like Tim the Tap Man out this bitch.
Right? But yeah, I'm doing good, chilling. Waiting for another character to die.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Let's get into it then. Okay, so
Here's
previously
the thing. Don't piss off the DM and you won't have a character die.
that has nothing to do with it. I've been pissed off plenty of
Yeah.
times, and you guys have lived.
I pissed off a god. There's a difference.
Now I'm in a great mood. So we'll see what that does for you. Previously, our heroes escaped the city of Thebes and made their way to the northern edge of the region, where they could find the city of humanoids, also the supposed location of Demetrius's missing father. When they arrived, they discovered that the city was struggling with forces internal and external. Inside the walls, infighting between former Eclipse and Greek soldiers that were struggling to coexist, and outside, a powerful monster hiding up in the surrounding mountains was taking crops, treasures, and people, causing more harm to the city than it was doing to itself. The gang then met up with a suspicious stranger who had been the only one to survive an encounter with the monster so far, and he joined the party in trying to take out the vicious beast. However, when they got to the monster's lair, it appeared that the party's new friend had a mysterious past and might not be being honest with the group about his motivations. Putting their doubts aside, the gang delved into the monster's lair, where they discovered a Lamia, a woman with a torso and head of a human and a lower half of a lion. After a tense back and forth that saw Boxy devour someone whole and Alexis almost just dying in one turn, the beast was defeated when Demetrius rung her bell, and our gang began to explore the rest of the lair, where they were about to discover even more treachery. So we'll start with Demetrius. You entered into one of the rooms. You saw several people strung up with their blood being drained from them. You can see that people are being held up as you enter this room with like a barbed wire that is constantly cutting into them, causing them to bleed. And they are in various states of consciousness and life. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you get in here.
That is a 14.
14. So a couple things you can notice about the room is that the floor kind of beneath where everybody's being strung up is like slanted, almost like a drain, where blood is flowing in and gathering on like a large pool on the ground, like towards like the far end of the room, essentially. And you can see that the pool is surrounded by runes that you can't make out. And there's 7 people. You can see that 5 of them are still alive in some various states. 2 of them are gone.
Are they low enough that I can like grab them and try to get them down, or?
I mean, you're almost 8 feet tall, so yeah. If you're gonna do that, just get them down by hand. Give me a sleight of hand check, though, to try and not hurt any of them further.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna kill 2 or 3 of them. I just got a 4.
4. Well, let's see what happens. Ooh, you're lucky though. So you do like, as the first ones you're getting down, you realize that the ones closest to the pool, like at the end of the room, seem to be the ones that have been here the longest, the most dead, and it gets progressively easier. So the first one that you go to grab, who seems to be like the most alive, is still like conscious and kind of in a state. As you go to like grab them, you rip like on their arm, with like the barbed wire cut, like it caused like a significant gash, but miss any sort of arteries or anything. Get them down safely but wounded, and get the rest without incident. So yeah, you have freed the surviving members. 2 of them are like super healthy. 1 is like a little roughed up, and 2 are unconscious but alive. And they like kind of get to patching each other up here, and can like kind of take care of themselves from this point on. Anything else you want to do in this room?
Can I do like a history check or investigation check on the runes around the puddle?
Yeah, give me a intelligence check.
Oh, let's do it. 15. No, 16.
16. And upon closer inspection, you can tell that these runes are written in Chthonic, or Infernal in D&D terms, which I don't believe you speak.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you can't tell what they say, but you know that they are old hell runes, basically.
Lovely. That sounds so warm and caring.
I mean, it is warm.
That's definitely warm in hell, yeah.
Okay. As you look around, though, there's really not much else in this room if you can't decipher what's on the ground. And we will go to Alexis and Jade. So at the end of the last session, Alexis, you found a dagger in what appears to be like an extra storage room. It was this brilliant gold dagger with a crossguard, like circular, with like an inscription of the sun on it. Inside this room, you can also see like bags of crops and materials taken from the village. Alexis, give me a history check while looking at this dagger, if you would.
Oh, you betcha. History 18.
18. You actually recognize this piece. This was a ritual dagger used by Eclipse hierarchs to sacrifice prisoners of war that they lost at some point was taken from them at some point during the war.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it and grab it.
Are you trying to sneakily grab it, or
I'm just gonna walk and be like, "This will replace the one I threw at her."
okay? Jade, you're also in this room. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
Aid investigation.
So you see Alexis walk up, take the dagger, figure it's a cool weapon, grabs a cool weapon, and you see that there's, I mean, a lot of stuff in here that looks to have been taken from the village. Little treasures and trinkets and things, but nothing exceedingly valuable or rare. Stuff that the village would like to have back, though, probably.
Alexis is just gonna walk over and start grabbing sacks of everything, as much as he can carry.
All right, that sounds good. Talia, we come to you.
Yes.
So you and Boxy stayed in this like main room where you fought the monster. Give me perception checks as you guys are kind of like looking around and seeing the aftermath of the chaos.
12.
12. What box you get? Boxy didn't make it either. So you see that most of the treasure has been concentrated in this room. Like most of the really fancy stuff she stole. There's like gold necklaces, jewelries. There's sacks of coins around here. But there's some other like scrolls and assorted shit. All stuff that you can assume has been taken from the village. Nothing in particular stands out to you, unfortunately, though.
Okay.
Boxy turns to you and is like, I mean, while we're kind of alone, Talia, what do you think of this new guy?
I have no judgments, but I guess I don't really know him very well.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for the best. You know, no one else dying would be great. I do like you guys.
That is a fair point. I do like you as well.
Thanks.
Boxy just goes over and he starts like taking like treasures and stuff and storing it in his head.
Alexis comes out with like a couple sacks on his shoulder and goes, "That's for the village, city."
Yeah, I know, but I can carry a lot more stuff in here than it looks like I can.
Are you sure you're gonna return it?
Yes. Give me an insight check.
I was literally about to ask. Insight. 28.
Damn, not even. He had a 25 deception.
I have a +6 to. Sorry, that would be 26. Not 28. Fucking math, horrible tonight. It would. I have a +6 to insight.
Okay, well, so you got it. You can tell he's like. He knows you all saw him, but he was definitely going to keep some shit for himself and just say, yeah, the monster took it, it got lost. Nothing I can do. What, are you going to fucking narc on me, kid?
I mean, we did just fight a battle to get all this stuff back.
Yes,
To the
finder's fee. Savior,
Come on.
champions, rescuers.
That's
And you wonder why you returned into a mimic.
I know specifically exactly why. There's no wonder.
Alexis just starts walking out.
So yeah, you guys can, if that's all you want to do, you can load stuff up and, take your first load. At this point, like, the villagers can probably get the rest of stuff that you can't carry down here, but it is a good show of good faith to get some stuff back, if that makes sense.
yeah.
And if you guys just want to head back to the village again, go ahead. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So you make your way back. As you get in, the village itself seems to be still very tense. Even though it's late at night, there's a lot of people out, kind of like talking, almost arguing in the street here. But as people see you carrying treasures back in, everybody go ahead and make perception or insight checks, actually.
You know,
12.
insight's much better. 19 insight.
11 inside.
9 insight.
Even, the lowest checks, you guys can get the feeling that everybody like turns to you and almost looks at you with like a sense of relief. Talia, you especially can tell like some people were like very clearly on the verge of like pulling out weapons and starting to go at it here. Things are not comfortable in the situation. You overhear some talk still about, one person say to another, "Oh, fucking, you still shouldn't be sleeping right next to all those fucking Eclipse guys." Another guy says, all those goddamn fucking Greeks, they're traitors to their own kind. But you guys can kind of head towards the council chamber with, returned goods. Inside the council chamber, it's like very late at night, fires going, dimly lit in this room. You see it's mostly empty except for one medic caring for Yalissa in the main room. Demetrius, you don't see your father around, but you guys head into the council chamber. What you doing?
What are we doing health-wise? Good.
First thing Demetrius is going to do is go check on his sister. Make sure everything's fine with her. And ask her where their father went.
There's like a little kobold medic attending this little tiny dragon person attending to your sister. They say, "Your father just stepped out for a minute. He's been by her side this whole time. She's stable. She's fine. But, I'm sure he'll be back soon." But Alyssa seems to be asleep.
Okay.
But as you
Pop
kind
the
of
little guy on the head and goes back to the group.
cool, and as you kind of do that, your father does walk back into the room, looking very stressed. You can see he's kind of been like, he's got like bags under his eyes, and
How can you tell if a Dragonborn has bags under his eyes?
So like
a constable on him.
yeah, so like dragons have a little like white ring around their eyes. Same thing with dragonborns, and when that gets a little darker, you can tell they're stressed out and not really sleeping. Okay, I don't fucking know. He looks fucking tired. Sorry, is that what you want me to say?
I had to, okay?
So he kind of steps in and is pacing. It's like, oh, you all have returned. Alive. That's very good.
Thank you.
No, thank you, I believe.
We're glad that we're alive, I mean.
As am I. I couldn't bear to. Honestly, the thought of Demetrius and being in such danger at the same point while I'm watching my daughter fight for her life was almost too much to bear at times.
Alexis just kind of walks by, taps on the shoulder, and goes, "You got 2 strong kids." As he just kind of sits down.
I
We're
appreciate
back
that.
now. He's safe. We're safe. Everything's good. And we brought back things.
That is the best news I've heard in weeks. I think you may have prevented a lot of damage here by being successful.
It's seems like it's pretty tense out there.
Yes, well, unfortunately, the interpersonal personal relations of two groups that fought on the opposite sides of a war. You know, it's real world Boeotia here. It's not good. Some conflicting attitudes and with the constant attacks from the creatures, and now Yelissa returning wounded. It's a lot of distrust going around. But with this influx of materials and also the knowledge of safety that we will now have, I'm sure the village will bounce back in quite a way. Quite a way. I cannot thank you enough. Everybody go ahead and give me perception checks.
10.
That one.
15.
That picture's nice.
8.
So Alexis, you're the only one to see this, but Yelissa starts to like move and almost seem to come awake here.
Alexos just kind of struts over to Demetrius and his father, and just kind of pushes both of them over as he just kind of walks out of the room.
Okay, so you walk out of the room, Demetrius. You are there. What are the other people doing? You just gonna give them a family moment or stay?
Yeah. I'm not good with emotional things. I'm just gonna go. I just kind of like go around the corner, out of the room.
Boxy and Jade join you. So Demetrius, as you kind of kneel down, you and your father kneel down with your sister here, like kind of writhing. She coughs up to you. Did you get her? Like,
Yes, we got her.
good. I was attacked coming back here from Thebes.
Did you see who attacked you?
Yeah. It was a bodyguard of an Eclipse high priest. He was heading towards Focus. I don't think he was looking for me. But we crossed paths and they don't like us very much, so he attacked and barely got away. She seems to be like clutching the side of her chest where you can see like some blood has like formed on what would be her clothes.
Might want to get that wound looked at. Seems to be opening up again.
I think I'm gonna live, but I can't let them get me your dad. Or you, for that matter. I don't know if they know about you, but they don't like our family much.
If it was a bodyguard for an Eclipse High Priest, they may know about me. And they might not like me either.
I think this is all gonna get worse before it gets better. I'm gonna make it, though. I'll be fine. And then she falls asleep again.
So if that High Priest's bodyguard was heading towards Focus, that's probably what the next target is?
I mean, you know Delphi is in the region of Focus. So that's where they were taking Theseus. That's where you would assume they would have taken Theseus, based off the person either was or was impersonating the priest of Delphi.
And I forget, have we, like, filled my father in on the events that happened in Athens?
I don't remember. I don't believe. I think.
I think you told him that the Eclipse are back, but we never.
I don't think
guys
you
never
went
told
into
him.
Never like
specifics.
explained everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him like a quick little kind of outlined and redacted version of what happened. Just explaining that we were there when somebody either acting as or who is the high priest of Delphi kidnapped Theseus.
That would be. Well, Delphi would be a good place to look, but the High Priest of Delphi never left the city during the war, so he would not have been one of the Eclipse High Priests, or the High Priest of Apollo in Delphi. I mean, to my knowledge, he's remained the same man for the last 8 years, at least. So, my instinct would be they've either, with some sort of magic, impersonated or replaced him, or they're not taking. But I guess Delphi would be a good place to look if they were heading towards Focus. We will take care of Yalissa here and try to keep the peace. Maybe rally all the city together under, the ideology of saving what we fought so hard for, which was our freedom. If the Eclipse succeeds, none of us will have freedom, regardless of who we were during the original war. But
Would there be anyone in the city that would still be like an Eclipse supporter?
most of those who left the Eclipse under my direction are not outright supporters of what they truly believed in, not what the lies they fed to us, but what they truly believed in was basically enslaving and killing people who didn't support their cause, and trying to bring a great power to the world that would keep everyone who opposed them in check. Obviously, when I found that out, I spread the word, and that led to the mass exodus of most of the humanoids from the Eclipse army. I mean, to be fair, although I don't believe he has any continued support for them, Alexis was a high assassin for some of the Inner Circle members. I'm sure you saw him in combat. He's very agile, very quick, and very effective. But I believe he left before the war ended, to my knowledge. There might be a few people by name, but I don't believe anyone here wants the world destroyed.
Okay. I think me and my new friends should head off towards Delphi.
Very well. Son, I know leaving you was wrong. But we thought we had to do something, take action, take matters into our own hands, and seize the opportunity of a better world for ourselves when we had it. Did we maybe put our faith in the wrong people? Sure. Wouldn't be the first time someone has done that, but we never stopped caring about you. I want you to know that.
I believe that, Father. And I also believe that you did what you thought was the right thing at that point.
Well, road to hell is paved in good intentions, son.
I don't want to think about the road to hell. We almost took that road.
I mean, there are ways to get there. Most
Yes, I
of them
know.
aren't pleasant.
No, not from what I'm hearing.
Well, I wish you, first off, my utmost thanks for what you've done for this village. And stay safe out there.
I will certainly try. Luckily, I have some good backup on my side.
Thank you. He just kind of turns to, like, helping tend to Yalissa. The rest of you, are you guys talking about anything kind of in your group away from the scene?
Lexo's just kind of chilling.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we should just wait until Demetrius tells us what happens, but what's with this focus? Did he just tell us that, or was I listening?
She told Demetrius that. He hasn't told you. I don't know if
so
you
he
guys were
hasn't told
talking
us.
about anything else in the meantime.
No.
But Demetrius...
Where do you think we'd be going?
Demetrius comes
Just
back
saying.
and shares all the information that you guys have all... she was attacked by an high Eclipse ranking warrior heading towards Focus. So, and that's what you know. That's where Delphi is. And that's where...
So we're going to Delphi. All right. Well, was everything else okay? How's your sister doing?
She's in and out of consciousness. She will be okay though.
Great.
You know, we're a strong family. We always seem to persist somehow or another.
It's a good quality to have, man.
True.
But I mean, Delphi, that's where you guys were intending on heading anyway, so I guess that's a good sign. Maybe we can take out 2 birds, 1 stone right here.
Where do we start?
Talia, give me a nature check.
Nat 20.
So you, originally you're from Focus, Talia. That's, you kind of grew up not in Delphi, but from where you guys are now, what would be the far outskirts of it, like on the far side. You traveled around the region a lot. You're pretty comfortable with a lot of the landscape. And you know between here and there is a pretty significant mountain range. You have about 50 miles of distance, but a lot of that is going over and up and around some mountains, unless you want to take a very extended, longer route.
We should be okay. I have the ability to get through a little bit rougher terrain and doesn't slow my group down at all.
Additionally, in that mountain range, you know that there is Mount Parnassus, most significantly. It towers near Delphi, along with several other mountains that are very significant sites to nature, magic, and the gods. You know, in that region is where, like, muses come from. You know, Apollo has a pretty significant connection with, like, some of these mountains, in Mount Parnassus especially. So, yeah, a very significant little range of mountains in between here and there.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a feat. If we want to get there fast, it's the best way to go. But it's not gonna be fun.
Basically, you know, it would take you 2 days to get there crossing through the mountains. It would just be a little tougher. Or it would take you like 4 to 5 days to go around the mountain range.
No, no. I mean, you guys can tell me what you think. We can get there. We can get through it. It's just not nearly as pleasant. and we saved 3 days. So, guess we could do a vote and decide what everybody wants, but
Alexa was just kind of straightens up from leaning against the building, kind of stretches his arms up and goes, well, nothing tough is ever fun, so let me go say my goodbyes.
Was that what you meant to say?
I don't even know. I lost track of what I was saying.
Okay. I mean, nothing. I think nothing that's worth having comes easy, and getting to Delphi is worth having. So let's take the tough road, right?
Nothing tough is fun. Exactly.
I think you're mixing two phrases there, but hey, nothing tough is fun. I don't
Nothing
know.
worthwhile comes without a price.
Yeah, exactly. I think we got there.
the more you know.
Okay. We can
But
probably
nothing tough is fun.
tell that to your mother, Alexos.
I don't have one.
Okay, all right, okay.
You kids are too young for those kind of jokes.
Moving on, please.
We can probably take a rest here tonight if we need to, though. Some of us
That
looking
would
at
probably be a
Alexos
good
and him
idea.
especially. We got pretty fucked up, and if we got to hike over some mountains, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of beat up.
yeah.
Yeah.
More scars to add, you know.
Okay,
I'd
well,
like to get my
let's,
spell slots back.
yeah.
Key.
Well, let's rest, and then we'll keep going, and we'll head on up tomorrow.
So you guys can take a long rest here. I will do that for you. And everybody is actually going to level up.
Woohoo!
And during the night, Alex was just gonna say bye to Demetrius' father.
Okay.
Tell him that he's gonna go with his son.
Okay. So you walk into the council chambers. They've kind of moved Yelissa to a back room. And Demetrius' father is sitting on, like, staring at, like, the last embers of the fire in, like, what would be his council seat in kind of the center of the room as you walk in. Ah, Alexis, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. Got a strong kid, you know that?
2 of them, apparently.
Yeah. Well, this is goodbye for now, old friend.
I appreciate what you've done here and what you're going to continue to do with, by going with them.
And someone's gonna look out after your kid, right?
Gods know I haven't done the best job of it, so.
Hey man, at least he doesn't hate you.
I guess that is a positive sign.
No, you still, I mean, other than your daughter, you still have a full family, you know?
Yeah. I know. Was there anything of note, significance up in the creature's lair that you were able to see or glean?
No, just the monster killing people for fun. But what else do monsters do?
You know, I sometimes wonder if that attitude is why we're all here, why we're all dealing with this war to begin with, you know. What else do monsters do? We expect the monsters to kill people. Hell, some people call us monsters, but we both know that that's not the case. I don't know. It's been a trying last 7 years. For sure.
You can say that again.
Well, I mean, I guess how much can I really complain at this point? Things have seemed to be going pretty well for me lately.
Things are only going to look up from here.
I hope that's true. Well,
Alexis just extends his hand out for like a nice handshake.
he shakes your hand back. He pulls you in for a full hug. Your help has been invaluable in more ways than one, Alexis. It's I'm glad you're going with them.
Well, hopefully we'll be back and with the 2 Dragonborn. I don't know about the short one, or obviously the box isn't going to come back here.
Yeah, he's weird. I'll give you that.
He's really weird.
He's an odd character.
All right, old friend.
Goodbye, good sir.
Alexos just leaves.
He goes in back and sits in his chair again. Okay. Anybody else doing anything on the night before they leave, or just calling it and taking a nap?
And
I would sleep.
I think Demetrius is just going to take a nap.
Sounds like a plan. It sounds like a plan. Okay, so you guys all get rested, and actually, you all are going to level up.
Yay, yay. Wild shape. I can shapeshift.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck yeah.
So like in the night, Talia, you kind of read over some old books. You and Demetrius share some magic tricks, and you learn how to channel your knowledge for nature into a little bit of shape-shifting magic for yourself. Actually, for a lot of people.
I can't fly or swim. Well, no, I can swim, but not fast. Let's see. So what would I want to... I mean, it's anything... Okay, so it's anything I've seen before. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can turn into.
What is max CR?
So max challenge rating. So every creature has a challenge rating. So the max challenge rating of something you can turn into is a challenge rating 1/4 of something you've seen. So if you like on your computer look up CR 1/4 monsters, you can transform into any of those animals that you would have likely seen, and get their stat block basically.
So we're just kind of like taking a peek through all this stuff.
Yeah, so most of like the animals and stuff, like I don't know what CR all the CR 1/4 monsters are, but but like a boar, an elk, if you want to like run fast, a panther, all things that you like would be, reasonable to have seen in like a forest and druidic life, which would be most animals.
Yeah, just about everything. Okay.
Anybody else have questions about their new level or anything?
Nope. I just know I get extra attack now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. 4 attacks each turn.
Oh boy.
I'm reading through all the new spells that I can do.
Ooh, fun.
And I get stunned attack. That's what I'm excited for also.
Oh, I also get...
Fucking stunning strike.
That would make us level 3, right?
You should be level 5 in total. So you can either be 3 in Ranger, 2 in Rogue, or 3 in Rogue, 2 in Ranger.
Yeah, stunning strike is not fun for you to mimic. Especially my save DC being 15.
Well, good luck.
Say good luck to you.
Eh.
Well, I mean, you've been rolling. Your couple practice rolls have been pretty good.
Well, we'll
If I
see.
screwed that up, can you fix it, Mimic?
Yeah, I'll take you down to level 2
Two rogue.
rogue.
Thank you.
All right, dope. We're cool. We're Gucci. Okay, so you guys can sleep through the rest of the night. Early morning the next day. Things have seemed to be, you know, like there's people who are like already coming back with supplies and stuff up from the monster lair, and like things seem relatively happy here. In the things seem not happy, but like they've reached like a level of peace and understanding at least. Going forward, for now. So you guys take off from the village and begin to head west. My favorite direction. Towards Focus and Delphi. You're kind of on like this northern edge of Boeotia, which is more mountainous. Terrain's a little rocky, but not really slowing you guys down that much. Eventually, after a half day of walking, you reach the first kind of slope for this. So basically, you guys have 50-ish miles to cover on the hiking across the mountains. For each 5 miles, you'll need to make a Constitution save. And the difficulty gets harder for each thing that you guys go through. If you fail 3 saves, you get a level of exhaustion, and it resets on any rest. So you guys start your climb up the mountains. Let's have everybody make their first Constitution save for me.
19.
8.
15.
13.
13. So Jade, everybody seems to be moving along. You're not super used to climbing mountains like this, and like at one point you're like scaling up a rock, and the rock tumbles, and you have to like hang there for a little bit, and you've basically can realize that you've had to spend a little more effort than everybody else on this little trip so far. So the DC it starts at 10, goes up by 2 each time. So let's make your second round of con saves.
18.
Okay, it's
17.
Pass.
18.
Pass.
5.
5. Demetrius, you're climbing up now this time, and some rocks slip from under you, and you crack your face on the ground. No damage or anything, but you're just like a little shaken as you get up. Both Demetrius and Jade have 1 fail. So that's 5 more miles done. Go ahead and make your third round of saves.
Oof. Oof, 10.
Nat 1, baby.
10.
Is that a 10 from you as well, Jade?
Was that?
Nat 1 from Jade, 10 from Demetrius. Talia, what'd you get?
7.
7. So everybody fails. A rock slide comes down. Oh shit.
I'm small. I'm gonna get crushed.
So like a small rock slide happens as you guys are climbing up. Jade and Demetrius each have 2 fails at this point. Alexos, Talia. Oh, I didn't roll for Boxy. Boxy passes.
He's got a big ass head. There's no way he doesn't fucking spank himself on the ground.
Fails. Passes. So Boxy's failed 1 as well.
Well,
He doesn't
it would be
take any
considered
damage.
a box of rocks, right?
The rest of you take 4 damage as it's like rock slide happens, all crashing into you. Unfortunately, Boxy's like, "Woo!" He just opens his mouth and eats the rocks.
Now,
You
box
save
of
that
rocks.
for later?
Well, I mean, it's like I swallow a lot of things whole, so I need some stuff in my stomach to help, like with digestion. I know I have teeth. I don't always use them.
I'm confused now.
I'm
You digest stuff now too?
Well, I can't. I have a lot of. I'm pretty, as you guys kind of like sit up after this rock side, kind of licking your wounds a little bit. It's like I'm actually a pretty complicated character, so my head can act as a storage device where I can basically store things in like an extra dimensional space and then pull them out for use later. But I can also fully digest stuff where I can then like take some certain special powers from it if it's like a magical item, or just like eat it for sustenance and stuff. So like that guy you saw me eat earlier or last night in the layer that I just like ate and swallowed whole. Yeah, I ate him for like food. But like also by fully eating an item, I can like fully identify all the properties of it if it's magic and absorb certain powers. Like I have naturally tougher skin because I've absorbed some magical armor through eating it. I can like do some special damage
Are
sometimes.
you just making this up as you go? What's
No. I've
how
been
is that possible?
because I'm
He's cursed.
fucking sick. That's how it's possible.
You're not sick.
I'm
Don't make it a disease.
No, I meant like cool. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Not really. You're a fucking box.
I'm the coolest box you ever met.
I mean, true.
You're the only box I've ever met.
That's right. So, bar is low, but I still punch way above my belt.
I mean, you're like here. A regular box is like here. You're kind of close.
How much do you like your hands, kid?
I kind of like them. I need to do stuff with them, you know?
Yeah. So maybe you should watch that fucking tongue of yours. Because my
Alright.
tongue, he like flips his tongue out. He's like, my tongue sometimes likes to taste the hands.
I guess that comes with being a mimic now, right?
That's right. God damn. Gotta be careful. You don't know what I'm capable of.
And neither do you to me.
What?
Look, you guys all got beat up, and I'm gonna start climbing again because I'm frustrated here. I feel like I've done nothing but help out, and I'm getting questioned.
Yeah, well, that's
I mean, I've never met you guys. This is like the first time I'm actually hanging out with you. So like, trying to get a gauge on all the personalities.
Well, I'm gonna keep climbing if everyone else is okay with that.
I've already been over there, starting to move forward.
So everybody, give me another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, dirty 20.
It's a pass.
16.
That's
17.
a pass. That's a
9.
pass. That's a fail. So unfortunately, Jade, as you've gone, it's just been like the rock, the thing is slipping out from under you, or your hand crumbling, just getting like pecked at by birds for some reason. Climbing this mountain is not going super well for you. And you've like, it's clearly just sunk in, and you have now a level of exhaustion, which isn't too bad on your first go around. Let me pull up what it is. So all you have is disadvantage on ability checks at this point, which isn't horrible. So do you guys want to keep going or like fold off? It's getting dark now. There's not like that much more you can climb. The sun's starting to set, and like you guys are pretty beat up.
Yeah,
If you
we should probably stop. We should probably set up camp here so that we can rest and make the rest of the journey tomorrow.
How much further do we have to go?
So you've gone a little less than halfway. You've gone 20 miles of your journey so far.
We probably got about 30 miles left. And that's not including Mount Parnassus.
That would, in like, you'd get to Mount Parnassus at the end of the 30-mile journey, basically. So you'd have 6 more con saves to make tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I say we just rest.
Yeah, I
We're
agree.
just we can just chill and rest.
Okay.
We don't really have to worry about any enemies in this specific area, right?
Go
where we
ahead
are, we're
and
kinda-
make a survival check.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like we're kind of out far enough, but let's see, +6, so 17.
I mean, what you can see is you're the only humans climbing this mountain right now, or you're the only humanoids climbing this mountain right now.
If we're the only things, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So as you guys go ahead and make up camp, is anybody keeping watch or anything?
And I'll always keep watch. They're very large. They need to do the building things.
If you're are you actively like looking for threats, or are you like trying to set up the camp?
Well, I'm just kind of like hanging out, like looking around the. What would you call it? The. Oh God. Just looking around like the immediate area to make sure that we don't have to really worry about anything, or, I don't know, just anything that could eventually cause us a problem while we're sleeping, while they're making tents, or while we're setting up camp rather.
As you guys are setting up camp, Talia, you're kind of looking around. You hear silently at first, relatively subtle, what seems to be like very big wings flapping. And you guys are kind of like, you've kind of settled under this like at the base of a kind of like steep cliff face, where it like provided you a lot of shelter from the elements and stuff, like winds and rains that could possibly be coming in. You hear a "Caw!" as a rock tumbles down and lands in the middle of the cliff face. You look up and you see several winged humanoid creatures flying down, diving at the camp, and rocks beginning to tumble, looking like they're being thrown from somebody higher up on the cliff. Everybody roll initiative.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Now.
Got a 21.
Hold on. One of my things. Let's see. Where is it? I have dark vision now. And I have.
11 on my initiative, and I've just noticed I forgot to add my multipliers into the saves.
What's your multiplier?
5.
13 on
1.
initiative.
Excuse me, 1.
You would not have made a difference in any save. 13.
Yeah.
Oh no. 21. 13.
Oh, nat 20, so it doesn't matter.
What do you add to initiative?
2. I was looking at. I thought I saw something that said I now have a plus. I have an advantage on my initiative for something, but it wouldn't really matter in this case because I got a nat 20 anyway.
Okay, so you're going to have a 22 initiative. I need to pee real quick. So birds are flying down. Think about what you're going to do. We'll be right back.
Oh God. So, where is it?
It's that way.
Oh, here we go. Dread Ambusher. You can give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your wisdom modifier. Start your first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases by 10 feet, which lasts until the end of that turn. You take the
But
attack action.
Is that
Sorry, go ahead.
for ambushes or against ambushes? What is it called? Dreadful ambush?
Dread Ambusher. It seems like it's for ambushing, so I guess that wouldn't apply there because they ambushed us. We didn't really do that to them.
D&D 5e.
Making myself
another drink real quick.
I'll be right there.
Okay, you're good.
If you take the attack action on your turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action. That's what Dread Ambusher says.
So I can do it in this case?
If you take the attack action on your first turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action.
If the attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's damage type. That's what it says here.
What's what say?
We're talking about, well, one of mine, I have a Dread Ambusher, but
Oh, from Gloomstalker?
yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Not gonna help you here. Well, actually,
Okay.
it might help you here.
So,
Well,
it
I also have
does-
dark vision, so I figure that helps, but
So, the Dread Ambusher feature is a second attack creature during a surprise round.
Right.
That's what it is. So it is not going to help you this turn.
okay.
Yeah, you guys do not have a surprise round. But going forward, what you can think about is if you're stocking up on a place, hiding ahead of time, trying to get a surprise round, and then boom. You can basically, if you get enough levels in Ranger, you can get like 3 attacks on the first round, and then you get to add an extra damage die or something, don't you? Did you get extra
Yeah.
D8?
Yeah, extra d8 if it hits.
Yeah. So you can get like an extra attack in the first round and do extra damage on that attack.
Yeah, because I'm ambushing. Kind of like when when I was doing rogue and like my stealthy stuff got me advantage on it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
I
a sneak
did more
attack,
damage.
but less effective in some cases. But also more effective because you can do it from a fucking distance and be really cool with it. Okay. So Talia, you're gonna act first. You see these figures with wings and legs, kind of lit up against the cliffside, flying down at you guys, almost diving. They're about 100 feet away at this point, kind of directly above you and spread out over a course of distance. And you see that one is actually significantly larger than the rest. You're up first. You were listening, patrolling. You see everything else. And you look up.
So are they? You said there was rocks coming down, but it's not coming from them, right? The rocks are coming from somewhere else.
I mean, the rock was flung at the campground from above. They're above.
Wanted to make sure.
I mean, you can't necessarily tell for certain. But one of them shouts, "You have trespassed on a sacred land, you shall pay!" That's what a harpy sounds like.
Yeah, well, that sounds not good, and I don't know if I like that voice. Okay,
How dare you speak of my voice like that?
creepy. I'm gonna shoot at you. 19.
Are you aiming for a particular one?
The big one.
The big one. Yeah, you can hit her.
The big one.
So eight piercing damage on that one.
Okay. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is going to be Alexis.
Can't really do much when you're a unarmed person that fights with his fist.
I mean, you're excellent at climbing things. You could try to climb the cliff face and get up to them.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna roll. Can I roll stealth to see if they've even saw me, and then try climbing?
Yeah, sure.
Stealth roll is a 22.
Okay. I mean, they just started swinging down at this little group of people. They didn't know. They didn't see you, basically.
And then I'm gonna start climbing up the cliff face.
Okay, it's not like a full cliff necessarily. It's just like a steep mountain.
Yeah.
But, close to a cliff. Do you want to use your full movement? They're still about 100 feet above you at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to circle around a little bit too. Like, go towards the side.
Okay. So you're going to take full dash. Climb speed is half of your movement speed.
So 45.
So 45.
Halved.
If you're gonna take a full dash, it would be 45 total.
Okay.
Feet. So you kind of get up and like bolt, claws digging into the side of the mountain, bolt into the shadows, essentially, and that's what's up. Boxy's like, guys, I got nothing right here. If they get close, I'll help out, but well, no, I got nothing I can really help with. I have a bow in here somewhere, but I can't really use it very well. So he's gonna hold the dodge action, or he's just gonna take the dodge action. What's their fly speed? The harpies are just all gonna start dive bombing you towards the camp. Demetrius, all the harpies have taken, except for the big one, have taken movements, are now within 60 feet of you in the camp. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Firebolt at... I'll start at the top. Harpy 1
Okay.
is a 5.
5 total misses. But you cast off this bolt of fire, and it sails past her. It does kind of light up the situation as it goes. Give me a perception check. You can see that there's 2 harpies kind of at the top of this little mountain face that are starting to tumble the rocks down. And you do see that one is coming. Jade, that's you.
And all these are in sight, right?
Yes.
Here we go on number 1.
Okay.
12.
A 12 does not hit. Hold on 1 second. I think my monster got messed up. Uh, 12 does hit, actually.
Sweet. Uh, 5 plus 3 magic damage.
So you do 8 damage to her, or to one of the harpies. The arrow, you kind of just swing it, and they're like swirling around, diving down to you. You catch one of them in like the chest. She like rips it out with her claw and goes like, ah! Reaching down. You're supposed to be at the top. The queen is gonna go. Everybody give me, we'll say everybody except for Alexis give me dexterity saving throws.
9.
14.
14. So Talia, Boxy, and Jade all pass as she casts these like orbs of light down. The queen, kind of from the back of the group, casts these orbs of light down that start like swirling in the area, trying to obscure your vision of the harpies coming down at you. Demetrius, you get like blinded by one of them, but the rest of you have enough like wherewithal to cover your eyes as they come down. And Demetrius, you're going to make your next attack with disadvantage if you take an attack. And Alexis, you were kind of out of the way, but the rest of you can kind of, you covered your eyes, saw around the initial like blinding burst, and are capable of being normal, which brings us back up to Talia, and she also comes down as well.
Okay. So they're a little bit closer now.
Yeah, they're about 60 feet from you now.
Okay. So let's see. Do I have any spells that'll reach that? Frostbite do anything to something that's flying? Like what? Will it make them fall?
Read to me the words for frostbite, the wording of frostbite.
Cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range, 60 feet. Target must make a con save. On fail save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage, has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn.
No. It would make them a little like, they'd be shaken up a little bit, but they would not fall out of the sky.
Okay.
They're used to flying at high altitude, so.
Okay. Well,
Cold
I'm
doesn't
just
phase
gonna
them the same
shoot.
way.
I'm just gonna shoot with my longbow then.
Okay.
So 17, 5, so 20, 23.
Are you going after the queen again, or just one of the ones swirling down to you?
I'm just gonna go at 1 because I think that's. I'm just gonna start going for the little ones.
Okay. That does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Cool. 8, 5 plus 2, so 7 piercing damage on that one.
Okay. Talia, I also need you to make a dex save for me.
Yep. 14.
14. A rock tumbles down and cracks into you for 1 damage. As you begin to, just like as these rocks start falling. And how much damage did you do for me again? I'm sorry. 7 damage, I believe you said?
Yes, 7.
Okay. So you go ahead, loose an arrow, cracks into the same one that Jade shot earlier. She once again rips out her thing. Alexis, they have swirled down to you. They're not quite like parallel with you yet. So you could take some movement and climb up some more and try to get to where like the lowest ones are, or you could hold and wait, or you could do something else of your own plan.
Let's see. So there are a couple that are still throwing rocks down, right?
Yeah, but they're very high up the mountain.
Okay. Which ones are the closest ones?
1, 2, and 3 are all kind of on the same level coming down. From you, they'd be about 15 feet ish.
And where's the queen?
She has floated down a little bit, but just stayed above the rest of them. So she would be another, like, from where, like, so it'd be like 15 feet to where 1, 2, and 3 are.
Yeah.
Another, like, 10 feet to the next 3, and then another, like, 30 feet. So it'd be, like, 55 feet up from her.
I'll take my full action and get to the same level. And be a turn away
You're
from
still
her.
climbing, so you can move 45 feet up in
Yeah.
the air, and kind of get to a point where, like, if she continues to come down, you're gonna fucking pounce. Boxy, the fuck's he gonna do? Boxy's just gonna like run over to Jade and be like, I'll help spot him for you. I'll help balance you out and give you the help action on your attack. But the harpies then all take another dive action down, each of them dashing, or each of them flying 40 more feet. And the no. Yeah, so they all dash down and get to the same level as you guys with their turn. So they're now, like, the harpies are now, like, swirling around the main camp. Actually, Boxy won't have given Jade the help action. What he's going to do is wait for one of them. That didn't go in my dice tower. It's cocked. Boxy waits for one of the first harpy to come down, rips out his tongue and like grapples her. Doing, how much do you do, Boxy? You're wrapping her up and like smacking her with his tongue. He then goes to bite her. And somehow misses a creature who is wrapped up in his tongue. That's what Boxy's going to do. But Demetrius, you're still kind of like recovering your eyes from the burst of light that came out. So if you want to make an attack roll, it would have to be with disadvantage.
Right, you said the queen is probably like 50 to 55 feet away?
Not from you. She's about 70 feet from you at this point.
Okay. Bad idea. How close together are the harpies? Are any of them close enough that it could be like within 5 to 10 feet of each other?
So they're like all swirling around you kind of at this point, like flying and like swiping at you, sort of like not really making contact. So you could throw out and catch multiple of them at the same time. Depends on.
So I'm gonna throw clouded daggers up at a second level.
Okay.
Nice.
And each creature that enters or starts their turn in the cloud of daggers gets 4d4 slashing damage.
Okay, so I'm going to describe, these guys are going to be swirling around you. Where around yourself do you want to place this cloud to try and get the most people to like fly through it?
Pretty much like 5 or 10 feet above me.
Okay. So you're like still recoiling from your eyes. What do you do to like conjure this swirling mass of blades and shrapnel?
Well, since I'm kind of blinded at this point, just waving my hand up randomly, trying to get anything sharp to mold itself into this cloud of just sharp objects swirling around each other.
So just like out of the grace of, good luck, as you like kind of recovering, just swing your hand up, summon a cloud. Immediately, it cuts through one who's like flying through it. Go ahead and roll your damage for me, for one of them.
7.
Harpy 4 is going to take 7 damage as it flies through, and like they're moving fast around here. Haven't really communicated that there's a problem yet. Jade, that's you.
Hunter's mark on 1.
Okay.
Miss 8.
8 does miss. Was that after you added your bonuses and everything?
So, what's bonus?
So if you like roll your die and then you add 6 to it for your attacks.
Well, so that would be 14.
14. So you are going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage plus your d6. If you look at the actions page on your character sheet, it tells you what to add when you roll.
Oh, okay. So 6 on the D6, 7 on the D8.
Plus, what do you add? Your D8. You add 3. So that's
Plus
10.
3 up.
Plus 6. 16 damage. Go ahead and take this harpy out of the sky.
Let's say I'm going to do it gruesome enough. I clip one of her wings off and she just does a nosedive.
Pull your bow. This is the same one that got hit by 2 other arrows already. You just clip right through, pierce, as she's like coming down to swing on you, pierce right through the wing, and like the magic infused in your bow takes it right off, and she like slams down and tumbles off the cliff now, one-winged. As she goes down, everybody needs to make a wisdom save as this large queen seems to float down and begins singing out this like strangely harmonious tune for me.
4.
19.
15.
8.
8. Boxy passes, but only because he's very smart. Jade and Demetrius, as you hear this song, you both just become enamored, basically. And you put your weapons down, lose all concentration on your hunter's mark. Is Cloud of Daggers concentration, Demetrius?
Yes, it is.
So you're
But
Cloud
how far away is she while she's casting this?
she is still about 70 feet away.
Okay.
As she begins to sing this song, both of you just kind of go limp and just like get the stupid grin on your face. And yeah, you guys are unfortunately charmed for right now. It's gonna be Boxy. Rock's gonna come down and hit him. Boxy's gonna succeed. Boxy takes 2 damage as a rock gets thrown down onto him. At initiative. What? And Talia, that's back up to you. So you see Jade and Demetrius go into like kind of a stupor. Unfortunately.
There's nothing we can do for them, right? When they're charmed like that.
I mean, you could try to help snap them out of it. You could try to just hit them, see if that do damage to them, see if that helps.
But that seems like unnecessary.
Give it a shot. Never know what might happen.
You want me to shoot you?
Sure.
Okay. How close is he to me?
Well within range of your bow.
AC 13.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at a leg.
Okay.
Just to be clear. He asked for it, so
I did
it's
ask
fine.
for it.
Doesn't matter. I missed anyway.
What'd you roll?
5.
Talia, you go to pull your bow back and like see, fuck, maybe this will just snap him out of it. And like at the last second, you're like, what if this doesn't help? And you shoot an arrow right between his legs.
Aye.
You're in a drunken stupor. You're just like, huh. Fucking man.
Any
God damn.
bonus actions or
Watch
anything?
where you're shooting. Jeez.
Talia,
What?
any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
No, I don't have anything right now. So
Okay.
I just
Alexis,
have the one.
as this queen is floated down, singing her song, she is basically even with you at this point.
All right. Alexos is just gonna jump out, pretty much, since she's level, he's gonna try to go for her wings. One of them. Can't go with both, obviously. And just 4 attacks right at her wing.
Okay. So she is like away from the cliff face right now, so I'm going to need an athletics or acrobatics check for you to jump and scale like across. It's going to be a DC 15 to make it and not fall. If you beat it by 5 or more, you'll have advantage on your first 2 attacks. If you fail by 5 or more, it's going to be real bad.
Okay, got a +6 acrobatics. Let's do this. A 16.
16. So you jump and you like land. You kind of just like you realize she was a little farther away than you thought she was at first, and you're like, oh fuck! But you reach out and you like kind of paw around her legs and like pull yourself up onto her. Go ahead and make your attacks. You're probably not gonna be able to get her wings this turn, but you'll be able to do some serious fucking chunk.
I'm also using my claws since they count as a melee weapon, so it is slashing damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, one's gonna be a 17 and the other is gonna be a 13.
Okay, so the first attack hits, the second one misses.
First, it's 1d6 for my melee attacks now. Thank God.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, 6 plus 3 is what? 9?
9.
Then I'm gonna spend a key point and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
One's gonna be a 21 and the other is gonna be a 13.
First one hits again.
8 damage.
Okay.
Then she needs to make a DC 15 saving throw because I'm using open hand since I hit with one of my fury blows, and I'm gonna have it do the target falls prone, so dex saving 15.
Okay. I need this. I need this. Come on. 17. She passes.
Damn. That was really smart of thinking of that, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, did my D20 go? That's a fucking question. I dropped one. Oh no.
Okay. So Alexis, that was you. Boxy is he has this one wrapped up in his tongue. Actually, the one who was wrapped up in his tongue is the one that Jade shot and killed. So he's gonna go try to wrap up another one. He hits for 6 damage on the first one, and then he goes to bite her. He's gonna hit again for. There's too many characters. This is the good one. 4, 5. So 8 plus 6 plus 5. He does 11 damage to this harpy that's swirling around. Next, we have a series of harpy attacks. This one is grappled. Is just going to try to make a strength check. Passes is going to break out of Boxy's tongue, but that's her action. Then we have 5 harpies. 2 of them are going to go for Talia because she's not in a stupor, then 1 each for each of the... So Talia, what's your AC?
15.
15. You're going to get hit once by this first one for 3 damage. Once by the second one. But they've both missed with their claws and just hit you with a club. Once again for 3 damage. So you take 6 damage total. One of these harpies is going to go after Jade. Is going to hit you.
Parry.
You're incapacitated. You can't parry.
Incapacitated, that's right.
It's going to hit you on the first attack. Fuck. Can I roll higher than a 1 on a d4? So you're going to take 3 damage from her first attack. Going to get hit again on the second one. for 5 more damage, so 8 damage to you. But you do get to remake your saving throw now. So
Which one is it?
it's a wisdom
Wisdom?
saving throw.
Still failed 8.
Okay, you fail. You get scratched up, and you're just like, this feels nice. This one's gonna go after Demetrius. It's gonna miss you on the first one. It's gonna hit you on the second. Demetrius, you're also gonna take 3 damage, and go ahead and remake your saving throw. Wisdom save.
8 again.
That's a failure.
You said it took how much damage?
I already had it. You took 3.
Oh, okay.
At the end of each of your turns, you guys can try to retry your saving throw. Trying to beat an 11 on a wisdom save.
Oh my god. 8 again.
Jade, give me a save.
9.
9. You're both still just like, oh man, that song's real pretty. She's gonna go. She's just gonna go ahead and try to get. She's gonna make 2 swings at Alexis with her claws. Try to get him off. What's your AC?
17.
17. She's gonna hit on the first attack, miss on the second attack. You take 8 damage from her as she kind of claws at you, and then she like refocuses up and continues singing her song, keeping Demetrius and Jade in a stupor. Alexos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
16.
16. You take 1 damage as a rock kind of like bounces off you, moving forward.
Was it thrown?
Yeah, but do you really want to use that to deflect 1 point of damage?
No.
I was gonna say,
I was just. Well, the thing is if I reduce it to 0, I can throw it right back. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, okay, if you want to do that.
But I'm not going to waste a key point for that.
Okay. That brings us back up to Talia. Talia, you got one of these harpies is wrapped up by Boxy's tongue. Or no, she broke free of Boxy, but it's still kind of right tangled up with him. Another one, and then there's 5 others swirling around you, or 4 others swirling around. And then the queen tangled up with Alexos up top, trying to keep all this shit together.
How close are they to me?
They're swirling all like they're basically ducking in, swiping at you, and like moving around. So they're all within like 5 to 10 feet. Basically.
All right. So if I were to use poison spray,
roll me a D4 if you want.
3.
3. So if you go to cast it, you can get a. Is that a 1? Is that a 1 creature or cone area?
No, it's just creature, right? Because it would say within a certain.
Yeah. So just a creature. My bad. Ignore the D4. So yeah, you can hit one with poison spray if you want.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for Harpy 3. Actually, no, I'll go for one of the wounded ones. So I'm gonna go for Harpy 4. Needs to roll a con save. 11 or higher.
I feel so bad whenever you guys cast spells because I roll so good on my spell saves against you guys. Bad on everything else, but she passes.
Okay.
So you hit her with like this toxic spray gas, and she like deflects it with her wing.
Fine.
Alexos, you took a big chunk of damage. You're tangled up trying to get at this Harpy Queen, but it's your go.
Same thing. 2 attacks.
Okay.
Ooh, good rolls. Good rolls. 22 and a 16.
Both are gonna hit.
I'm just gonna roll for my. I'm also just gonna roll for my Fury of Blows too.
Yeah.
One's a natural 20, which is awesome. The other's gonna be like a 4.
So you hit on 3 attacks, including a crit.
Let's roll the 2 damages first. It's gonna be a 5 and a 3. So yeah. On one of the first ones that hit, on one of the regular ones, because the Fear of Blows was my natural 20. I'm gonna spend another key point and stunning strike it.
Okay.
Con 15.
I need this, baby. I need this. She adds +2 to con. She needs to get a 13 or higher. As you crack into her,
Yeah.
you like kind of jog her. She like stops flapping her wings for a second. Demetrius and Jade, you both snap out of your thing as her song stops, and she begins to tumble with you on her.
As my second strike, I'm gonna kind of kick off of her while like planting another kick on, so like kind of double kicking it.
Okay. Are you trying to like land on the mountainside or something?
Yes, I have slow fall.
Okay. Give me
So-
all right. Well, slow fall. Does that half fall damage or?
It's you can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by 25.
Okay, I'm still gonna need you a dexterity saving throw to see if you can
Okay.
get back to the mountain or if you're just gonna tumble straight down.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll the last damage for the
Okay.
crit, just before I forget. 8 damage.
So you
Really
did
shitty rolls.
5, 3, and 8. So you did 16 total damage, but you stunned her. Which
And then you said dexterity save, right?
yes, it's a DC 20.
Not even close, but I did get a 17. Actually, I got a dirty 20.
So as you plant that last kick into her back, you begin to like flip off, and her claw snatches you, basically, and like kind of pulls you back in forward, and you begin to tumble with her. So on each of your turns, you're going to fall 20 feet, or 40 feet. So you won't hit the ground this next turn, but you will
Okay.
be close.
Oh boy.
Boxy is just going to go miss, hit one of the ladies. Oh, but he's going to hit her well. So he's going to crack into the same harpy that he grappled up earlier. And fucking select that. And kind of wrap her up again. It is her turn. She needs to make a strength save to get out of his grapple. She passes again. She like claws into his tongue as he like wraps her up again. And he's like, I think we have like a little back and forth to going. I mean, we don't have to fight. And she's like, fuck you. She uses her action to get out of that. Once again, 2 harpies are going to go after Talia. First one is going to hit twice on you. Four, 7 plus 2. It's going to do 9 damage to you. Second one is going to hit once on you for 4 more damage, so 13 total between the two attacks. One's going to go after Jade. Hits once. Misses.
Parry.
What's your AC before your parry?
13.
13. As she goes to claw at you, you throw up your bracers and just deflect her claw away. Handy little fucking thing I gave you there. Demetrius, first one's going to hit you. Second one is, your AC is 12, right?
Yes.
Second one misses you. You take 5 damage from these claws. But you guys are both out of your stupor now, back in action. So go ahead and, Demetrius, give me what you want to do, baby.
Which is the one that hit me?
Number 6.
All right, this is probably overkill. It needs to make a DC 11 dex save.
Passes.
All right, takes half the damage of this, 8d6. So that's 13 damage.
You pissed off, finally, just like in a rage almost, flames kind of like pouring out of your mouth. You pull your staff and just blast her. She seems to like get out of the way, but this bolt of lightning comes down almost from Zeus himself, shocks her right in the wing, and seems to affect her very significantly. She screeches, and continues to try to fly around. Jade.
Let's see. 2 is hitting heavy, so transfer Hunter's Mark to 2.
You lost Hunter's Mark when you were stunned.
Oh, okay. So I can recall it.
Okay, so you have to use another spell slot to do that, but you recall Hunter's Mark and summon on 2. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Dirty 20.
That is going to hit.
One on the D8, 5 on the D6.
Then you add 3, so 4, 9 total damage to her. She looks pretty fucked up. You bonus action Hunter's Mark. Alexis, the stunning strike stuns them till the end of their next turn.
Yes, until my next turn.
Okay, the end of your next turn. So she is going to fall not quite to the ground yet, but she's like just short of impact. But is not awake again. Because, what fun would that be? Talia, you're pretty wounded. You see this giant queen falling towards you. Oh, wait, no. Gotta do this real quick. Jade, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Six.
6. You take 2 damage as a rock kind of comes and just cracks into you. But Talia, that's your go.
Okay. So she's falling right now, right?
Yes.
Still? Okay. So I am going to... Yeah. I'm going to take a shot at her. 17.
Hits.
Oh. 9 damage.
Okay. You put an arrow into her back before she falls. Alexos, you are also falling in midair, kind of unable to grab onto anything or get out of this. What you got for me?
I'm gonna take out the dagger that I took,
Okay.
and with one hard swipe, just see if I can just yank or cut where the claw is hooked around my foot. I'm not trying to cut the claw, but cut the hand. I don't know if
Talon?
claw, hand. Yeah.
Okay, you can just do that. You can just kind of like wedge it and break free from her grasp as it says she's like no longer pulling you down.
Okay.
You're still kind of in the middle of nowhere. So you can try
There's
to
nothing else I can do as a reaction to pretty much just a slow fall.
okay. So you're just preparing to reduce the damage as much as possible. Boxy gonna go after this one. He's like, "Baby, stop messing with me." He's gonna hit with his tongue for 5 damage, 6 damage. Gonna hit again for 12. No. For 17 damage. Boxy just like, we could have played nice. Wraps up this one harpy that was already wounded, that had the hunter's mark on it, and chomps her as you hear like muffled screams come from inside the chest. And your hunter's mark will just transfer to the next one, to number 3. It says, geez. Boxy just shouts, "We should try cooking them first next time. They don't taste very good raw." 2 of the harpies are actually going to go straight to Boxy after he did that. One's going to hit twice on him. One's, swings at Boxy, does a, chunk of damage. The other one's going to go. Misses on one attack, hits on the second. Clubs at him. Boxy takes some hits. And he's like, "It was worth it." Then the two that were at kind of swirling around Talia left her. One's going to go for Demetrius. He's going to hit on the first attack, miss on the second. Demetrius, you take 8 damage. Then the one that was going after Jade going to continue there. It's going to crit on you. Hit on the second attack. So for the crit, I rolled 2 1s on her damage die. For the first time, 3, 7, 8 damage. And then, so 12 total damage to you on this second round, Jade. 6. Demetrius, you're pretty fucked up. You got this one harpy that's swinging at you, number 5. What you doing?
Yeah, number 5 is kind of annoying me right now. Are they the only one close to me?
They are the closest to you. All of them would be within range of any of your abilities,
Well,
pretty much. But
Basically, they're the only ones that are like.
they're the one
within
coming
5
at
feet of me.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Needs to succeed on a con save.
Roll bad for me, baby. She crit.
Doesn't.
I don't want to waste a crit on that. But I did. Sorry.
Oh, takes no damage then. That sucks.
It's not great.
I wish Waste the spell for nothing. Right.
It happens.
Happens to everybody.
No,
Jade.
actually, no, I didn't waste the spell as a cantrip. Never mind.
See? Boom. Easy mode. Jade, your turn.
Violet's hurt. I'm gonna go for him.
6 is the one that's like bearing down on you. That Demetrius fried with a lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's why I'm at 6. Sorry. 9.
9 misses. So the Harpy Queen actually woke up at the end of Alexis' turn. We'll see how well rolls a nat 1 on her fucking awareness. So she's gonna plow right into the fucking ground. Because she can't really get her ass up and together. 11. She takes 5d6 of falling damage. 16. 17. Yeah, she takes 17 damage and is just like, trespassers, why? And then stands up, kind of in this, and she's now here. She's gonna go after Talia, where she kind of landed, and she's gonna hit. And she's gonna miss on her second one. 6. Talia, you take 8 damage as she claws into you. But that is your
I'm
turn.
very weak. Oh god. Well, if she's right next to me, what am I gonna do? All right. Well, I'm gonna take a swing at her with my scimitar.
Okay. So you just go straight up and just go like, ah! Swing at her. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Dirty 20.
It's gonna hit.
All right. D6. 6 plus 2. 8. So 8 slashing damage.
She looks very badly hurt after everything that's happened. You see like some of the other harpies and like Boxy also turn and look, and they say, "Queen, escape!" As Boxy takes a rock that just clunks onto his head. But you slash into her, basically. Alexis, that's you.
Am I still in the air or am I on the ground?
You're gonna hit the ground this turn. So I will roll your 5d6.
So, before that happens, can I see that she gets up and am I still right above her?
You're not right above her. If you want to try to make another check to like land on her, you can do that. I'll give you the chance to make an acrobatics check.
I don't know if it's gonna work. What do I have? I have I just saw it. Where did it go? Blows. I just saw it. Where the fuck did it happen? Step of Wendy. Engage. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Thought I could do something with that. Dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. So you kind of like angle your body in the air. You come down on her, and like can like pounce on her back. You still take a chunk of falling damage, but with slow fall, it is zeroed out.
Okay. As I'm falling, I'm just gonna put my knife out and just hopefully stab right into her head.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Is a knife by any means like simple and not like a martial weapon?
It's a simple melee weapon. I mean, it's a knife. You have you can
It's
use
just a dagger.
Yeah, it's a dagger.
Okay.
You can use.
I'm just wondering if because I can't use monk abilities with martial weapons, but with like simple weapons you can.
I mean, I'll double check.
I think it's a dagger and staff you can use.
I feel like I've seen people use monks. Yeah, it's a simple melee weapon. So
Yeah. Okay. 2 attacks. One's gonna be a 15, and the other's gonna be like a 2.
the 15 hits.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna fuck it. Do one more Inferior Blows.
Okay.
Natural 1 and a 18.
The 18 hits.
2 hits. Ooh, one's gonna be 9 and a 6.
As you falling out of the sky, 50 feet to the ground, plunging this dagger, coming down above this Harpy Queen. How do you do it?
So like, as he's falling, all they can see is just green eyes peering out, falling faster and faster. As he gets closer, one slash across the back of the neck, and as he kind of lands and tumbles, another slash up and just cuts her head off.
So you bury in, decapitate this queen. You feel like a burst of heat come from the dagger as you do that. You don't know what that means, but you do feel it as you decapitate this person. And the Harpy Queen falls to the ground. You hear just shrieks and shrieks from the rest of the Harpies, but they seem to be hell-bent on now seeking vengeance. Boxy's gonna go. Hit. Miss. So Boxy's gonna wrap up number 3 with his tongue. She's already going at him. She's wall grappled, gonna make her 2 attacks. She's gonna hit twice. Boxy. Boxy takes a pretty good chunk of damage here, but he seems pretty tough. This other Harpy's gonna turn to Alexis and go. Boxy's tangled up, can't take any attacks on her. Your AC is higher than 12.
17.
AC is much higher than 6 as she swings at you twice. Number 5 is going to keep going after Jade or Demetrius. Misses. Hits on you for 2 damage, Demetrius. And number 6 is going to keep going after Jade. Going to hit and going to crit. 5, 6, and then 3. 10 total damage to Jade as they go. But that brings us to your 2's turns, Demetrius.
All right. Are Jade and myself close enough together that if I cast Cloud of Daggers between us, I could get both the Harpies that are attacking us? And not get us?
There's enough distance between you where you wouldn't hit either of you. Where the Harpies are kind of like flying around, darting very quickly around you. You could probably get one, but whether or not they'd both pass through it is probably no.
Okay. Yeah, I think just going to cast Magic Missile at a second level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot 2 darts at Harpy 5 and 2 at Harpy 6.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your D4s for all those.
The 2 at Harpy 5. 3 damage.
Okay. She had not been hurt at all, so she looks pretty...
2 at Harpy 6. Six damage.
That one looks pretty fucked up. That's the one you fried with the lightning bolt. Pretty beat. Jade, what you got for me, man?
I'm gonna try number 6 again.
Okay.
$24.
That hits. Give me your D8 plus 3.
And Hunter's Mark's still active, right?
Yeah.
$11 on the D8, 6 on the D6.
Go ahead and finish this lady off.
One nice bullet between the eyes. Just plain and simple.
Arrow straight through her head. She falls down at your feet.
Yes, thank you. Playing Call of Duty too much. I'm still thinking I'm shooting a gun, not a bow.
Alexis, give me a dexterity save.
Natural 20.
You take a rock hits you. I should have made these things do more damage. You take 1 damage.
You know what? Fuck it. Since I'm fucking melee, I'm probably not gonna be able to do anything. I'm gonna use my last key point, deflect missile, and then just chuck it at one of the ones flying around.
Okay. All right. Do you need to make like a roll or anything, or just do it?
It's just whenever I reduce the damage from a missile.
Okay.
I can use a key point to do a ranged spell attack, or not a spell attack, a ranged attack.
All right. So you, as the rock's about to hit you, you fucking deflect it into the one that's harassing Demetrius.
14.
Yeah, that hits.
It's count as a monk weapon, so 1d6. 5, 8 damage.
You see the rock hits her right in the head, and she gets pissed off by it. She's not happy about what's going on. Talia, that's back to you. You're pretty hecked.
Yeah, I'm really, really hecked. I still have my scimitar out, but I don't think anybody. Well, they're kind of just like
Nobody
still...
is right on you at this point. One is tangled up with Demetrius, one's tangled up with Boxy, and one's tangled up with Alexis.
Oh, all right. Well, I just take a pick. I'll just shoot at 3.
Okay, that's the one tangled up with Boxy. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
All right, 16. No, 18. Sorry.
That hits.
Okay, 1d8. 6 piercing damage.
Okay, you, boom, toss an arrow right through her. Displeased by the whole situation. Alexis, that's you. You're tangled up with number 4 right now. She's kind of right in front of you, dealing with stuff. What you got?
Can I reach her?
Yeah.
Okay. Just 2 attacks with the blade.
Okay.
One's a natural 1 and one's an 18.
1 hit.
Oops, I don't know why I rolled 2. But 3 plus 3 is 6. Yes.
6. So you cut into her. She's displeased as well. Boxy's going at this one. Smacks her. Misses, though. Boxy just really can't do it. He cracks the one that's fighting with him for a good bit. And she's just continuing to go after his ass. I was going to hit once on him for 9 damage. That's good damage for her. Boxy's like, ow, that's my fucking tongue. You bitch. The one that's tangled up with you, Alexis, is going to hit on the first attack, miss on the second attack.
Okay. Okay.
For 5 damage, though. You know, when I need the damage rolls, can't get them. Number 5, going after Demetrius. Demetrius falls as she crushes into you. And then she's going to move over to Talia, make her second attack. She's going to hit Talia for 2 damage to Talia.
Damn it.
Demetrius, I need you to give me a death save, homeboy.
Homeboy.
8.
8 is a failure.
He gets 2 fails before he dies.
I know.
He's got 2 more.
so
Jade,
scared.
you just killed the one that was bugging you. Now there's 1 on each of your comrades, and Demetrius is down.
Which one knocked down Demetrius?
Number 5.
Going for him.
Okay.
Nah, let me think on this first. To disengage Hunter's Mark would be a bonus action, right?
Yeah, but it could. You don't have any spells to cast anything else, so I would just keep it active. You got nothing else.
Oh.
You can't. You don't have other resources to cast another one, so.
Got it. Okay, never mind. Roll at number 5.
Okay.
Lovely 7, which I know misses.
Yeah, so you seeing Demetrius, your comrade, fall, you pull back out of this like rage, but just incapable of balancing yourself. Toss or shoot an arrow over her head.
That wasn't that one roll, by the way.
Jade, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Seven.
A rock plunks down into you. You take 2 damage. Talia, you got 1 harpy tangled up with you. Demetrius is down. The rest of you guys are in kind of rough shape. What you doing? You do have a couple healing potions in your bag.
Oh, that's right. I do still have one.
Because you made 2 before the last fight.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that would count as my action, though, right?
Healing potions are bonus action. I think it's bullshit to count a potion as an action.
Okay.
I can shotgun a beer in less than a round of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 seconds, man.
Yeah.
All right. So is I don't think I wrote down.
44 plus 4.
Okay.
So does that mean anytime we're taking a health potion, it's in a can, and we take a second out of combat to punch a hole in it, right?
I mean, aluminum hasn't been invented, so no. In maybe a different setting, yes.
Okay, so I get 12 back. So that's.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were
okay.
at 32 plus less 12 is 20.
It was 34.
Then it should be 22.
So it would be 22.
Math hard.
Okay, so that's your bonus action.
So now I'm going to. I mean, I'm gonna swing my scimitar at the one that's right in my face.
Okay, that's number 4.
That is
Or
16.
number 5, sorry. 16. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so 3 plus 2, so 5 slashing damage.
5. They don't look happy.
No, I don't imagine she would.
Alexis, you're pretty hurt fighting one right here.
Pretty beat.
Yeah.
2 attacks with the same dagger. There we go. There we go. A 17 and an 18.
Both hit.
8 and 6.
So 14 total damage. She still stands.
As a bonus action, I'm just gonna do a gut-wrenching roar, and they must make a Wisdom saving throw. 14.
She passes.
It's anyone within 10 feet.
Oh, okay. So
Any creature of my
there's
choice. In 10
one
feet.
more harpy within 10 feet. That one is going to fail.
So they are frightened until my next turn.
Number 5, who was fighting Talia, is frightened. Boxy, is gonna hit once, twice. 9. Boxy tangle up with this one. Absolutely, just same thing. He like smacks her around with his tongue and like plants her and mushes her into the ground. He's like, "Hey, not gonna eat you again. I learned last time. You taste bad." Number 4, who's tangled up with Alexis here. Why would I hit ever? You know, is gonna hit you once though. For 4 damage.
I mean, shit, that's 2 away from dead, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't give my harpies much of a chance here. 5 is scared, so Talia, you get an opportunity attack on this lady as she starts to flee away from you.
Oh, perfect.
And she's just going to start flying straight up.
Oh, good. It's a 9.
That misses. But she takes a full flight dash up. Demetrius, give me another death save.
Five.
5. It's 2 failures for Demetrius. Jade, what you're seeing is one of the harpies has started flying straight up. One is still tangled up with Alexis. What are you doing?
Let's bring that one down from the sky.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
14.
That hits.
Ten on the D8, 4 on the D6.
Okay. So 14 damage. Looks unhappy. Alexis, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Swear to God. If I get to do damage by a fucking rock. Oh, thank God. 19.
Alexis, you take 2 damage as a rock plunks in your head.
Fucking hate you.
And you go down.
Fucking hate you.
Talia, the harpy that was fighting you, has flown away. One is now perched over Alexis's corpse. Boxy, there's one harpy left here, basically. The one that was flying you would still be in range of your bow, if you wanted. But
Which one is that again?
5 was the one that's flying away.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at that one.
Okay.
So 17.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Oh, for 9 damage.
She stands, baby.
God damn it.
Or flies in this case.
Right on the fucking hit point.
Alexis, give me a death save.
No.
19.
19 is a pass.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Okay, you have 1 pass. Boxy is going to go after the one that's here. Hits on the first attack. Misses on the second attack. Not like that. The one that was going after Alexis is still standing. She's going to turn on Boxy twice. Miss. Hit. She chunks into Boxy. Boxy is still looking pretty sturdy. This one keeps flying away. Has flown. Is about 160 feet up right now. Demetrius, you have 2 failures because nobody took a turn to do something and try and help you. If you fail again, you're dead. Please give me
Digging
your,
a hole.
please give me your death saving throw.
9.
Is Demetrius like trying to get any last word, any last thing out as he...
No. Just silently passes.
Talia and Jade, you both see as you take shots at this harpy that's flying away, fleeing from combat. You both turn to see Demetrius's pained breathing has stopped. He lies on the ground. As he does this, Boxy like literally screams, just grabs and rips the last harpy in half. And Demetrius passes. And that's where we end our session.
Damn.
Well, fuck.
Well, damn.
I'm a bad friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
might be healing, so I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I had an extra. I'm really sorry. I mean, I was pretty far away from you for a lot of that, but still, I feel like a bad friend.
I felt like we were all kind of close to each other, to be honest.
I mean, it was... He rolled a 9, a 5, and a 9. Like, just the dice were not on his side
No.
on the
No.
saves.
No, that was...
The whole night the dice were not on my side. I don't think I rolled above a 10 the whole night.
Wow. There's that. Now we get to go tell that. But now we have to go tell your dad that you're the only one that didn't.
Hey, Alexis is not out of the woods yet either, so...
I'm so down.
Hey, guys. Do you like the new season so far?
Hell yeah. Fucking
Yes, that
great.
means I need to make a new character. Jeez.
Do you have your own dice now, Play?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just hop over to D&D Beyond now. Character sheet's a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using. Well, I have both of them up, I guess, but
I have both up all the time,
yeah.
but
I just have the one.
Yeah, we'll eventually get switched all over there.
I do like having FG though, because I mean, I can kind of open stuff up as, I don't know, I like the way it looks a little bit better, but at the same time, it's much more detailed on D&D Beyond, obviously.
Yeah, D&D
so
Beyond's
there's,
just a little... It's just...
the only difference is there's no maps on D&D Beyond,
Yeah,
but we
there's no
don't use
maps.
maps.
we don't use maps anyway,
Yeah.
so.
But there's no combat tracker on it.
There is a combat tracker on it.
I've never seen the combat tracker. I've never used
It's
it.
under tools.
Well, it shows how much I fucking know.
Well, sorry. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well,
Or it's encounter builder, sorry. But that's a
Gotcha.
different. I don't think you can put people
slowly
in
but
it.
surely.
There was. Combat tracker. It's an alpha.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're working on some stuff with that, but...
That was intense, boys.
Woo! Hey, guys!
We took
Did
a
everyone
few
have
weeks
fun?
off. We took a few weeks off. We came back. I can't even say we took a few weeks off. Last week fucking pissed me off. I was just so miserable. It's much better. I have an arm, which is great.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not dead via dog bite.
No.
Speaking of taking a few weeks off, I'm out next week. But Halloween weekend,
I'm
Saturday
good.
the 30th. Does anybody have plans for that weekend? Or can we...
I don't really have plans. I mean, at that time, she's going to be sleeping, so even anything that I am doing, I'll be home before that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm not sure about yet. I'm still working on what's going on for that weekend because I'm trying to see if I can see like both my parents. So I'm not really sure.
Gotcha.
But I don't see why I wouldn't be back for that because if I'm gonna put her to bed at like 7, I'm not gonna be leaving any place after that. So
Okay.
I'm a
So
fucking nerd that doesn't go out.
yeah, I don't go out. I'm seen as a terrible mother if I don't let her like socialize with other humans.
Well, Jimmy, you said you'd be good for that weekend.
Yeah, I'm good.
Play.
I'm pretty sure I am off that Saturday, so should be okay.
Good. I was really
I'm
looking
like
for an
Max.
excuse not to go to a party, so I'm
I'm
glad
like
you can
Max.
play.
I'm a nerd. I don't go out.
Good. Yeah, no, we're all good. We're all gonna be here, so you don't have to have your social obligation.
Good. I'm gonna wear a costume. All right.
Well, yeah, we should wear costumes.
We should.
That'd be fun.
No.
We should.
Vex is gonna ruin it like an asshole.
Yep.
Fucking. You know what we could do? All we'd have to do is put you in like some kind of a button up. You could be Forrest Gump.
While running.
Life
Yeah.
is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, no, Jedi.
I'm tired. I think I'll go home now.
All right. I'm hungry. I need to go eat something.
Okay.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here.
Do that. Hang out in Discord for a second. I'll talk to you.
Yep.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Later.
Good night.
Peace.
Let's get this. I'm gonna do the outro real quick, and then we'll conversate.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna end my stream too.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Capture this one. All right, everybody. That was episode 10 of Idiots Rolling Dice. I killed somebody. I did it, finally. My name is Mimic the Idiot. I am the Dungeon Master of this campaign. I am joined by Daisy Cakes, who plays Talia, Jimmy, who plays Jay Dragonborn, Played a Fool, who formerly played Demetrius Longwing, and Vex, who played Alexos tonight. We are trying stream usually every Saturday. We've had some rough weeks with schedules as these things happen. And, around the holidays, sometimes our schedule might be unpredictable, but follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Twitter is at ErdPod, IRDPOD. Twitter or Instagram and TikTok are at Idiots Rolling Dice. So follow us there for updates about the show and stuff, if I remember to post them, because I have a busy life as well. Next week, there will be no episode on Saturday but there will be a podcast that comes out on Friday of this upcoming week, which is the 22nd. But there will be no podcast that following week, which if you're listening to this, the next week there won't be an episode at all. So sorry about that. But yes, that's it. Join us if you're listening to this in the podcast form. Go ahead and follow us on the YouTube channel. You can see video formats, short videos, highlight videos of all that stuff. And if you're watching on the video format and want to do something on the go or not use the video, you can follow along on the podcast feed. Links for both will be in the description, or links for the other, whichever one you're intaking now. The link for the other one will be in the description. So go follow there, show some support if you could. We appreciate you. Links for all the players are in their descriptions, or in the description as well. Appreciate you. Love you. Best of luck